Canal Cabalá, tu vida con un nuevo sentido.
A lot of people in the Western world think that spirituality is being at peace with yourself, tranquility, and the way to achieve this is through methodologies from the East usually. Breathing, meditation, stillness. Are we able to achieve this quality of spirituality through these methodologies? Are we able to sit, relax, and let the universe in, so to speak, or find it within ourselves?
I think not at all. First of all, the fact that you can relax using meditation or have, inner tranquility, of course, it's a healing way. And so I respect that. A person, dives into himself and feels better as a result. Why not? But connecting it with spirituality is totally irrelevant. Because spirituality is the opposite of our nature. If I have an egoistic nature, and I want only to exploit everyone else, and I want everyone to serve me, everything that exists in the world, in the end, I want it all working for me. So spirituality is the opposite. It's a quality that I can perhaps acquire, and then I'll be a giver with all my might. Just like now I want to swallow and devour the world, I will want to give to the world. That will be called spirituality. And then it'll be very powerful. I won't be relaxing myself and, kind of declining in my desire from wanting everything to wanting nothing, like those who, meditate. And in the end, they live a life that is basically, like plants.
Okay, so I heard a couple different things there. We are busy in this Western world, in this modern world with, traveling around our environment, using things, taking, scheming, and dreaming. So you're saying that by relaxing the mind and the body, this doesn't help take away our selfish desires and our selfish urges to use our environment?
Oh, no. You only bring it, you kind of decrease it when you relax. Like an animal, say, when it worries less, it worries less about its life.
Okay, wait a second. You're saying that through meditation I become more like an animal?
Yeah. A person who meditates doesn't need to eat so much, to run to all kinds of, achievements. He thinks only about one thing. He wants to pose in one, posture, not want a lot, settle for what he has. It's all declining, you're devolving into an animal, perhaps into a plant.
Okay, but in the face of something like the global crisis we're seeing that was fueled by overachievement, taking too much out of the system, what's wrong with everybody just relaxing, sitting back under a tree, and this won't bring peace to myself and to the outer world?
It's all very nice, but it's against our evolution, against the program in nature. We can't do that. We can't stop ourselves. We can see that from generation to generation, and even during our own lives, we constantly grow. We're not animals. Animals that, if it's born today, in 2 weeks' time it, matures, and afterwards it just continues. That's it. It knows what to do, and that's it. But people need 20 years, 30 years just to grow, and then the rest of their lives, their egos intensify, and that's what makes them human. You want to limit it back to animals?
It's not that I want to limit it. I have this point within, this thing within me that I can reflect on myself, reflect on the world, that's much different than an animal. It's much different. I have the ability.
Yes.
So,
but you don't know how to govern your lives, how to manage it. You don't know what to do with your ego that's growing. So that ego becomes anti-you and pressuring you, pulling you to the wrong, in the wrong way. But if you could know how to steer it, maybe you could end up in a good place, and it wouldn't stop you from being relaxed.
Well, how are we going to know how to steer it? Maybe isn't that what meditation can do, is to investigate what's inside of me and try to find the best me to come out? It
No,
doesn't.
no. Meditation is nothing more than relaxation, temporary one, that sometimes helps you relax from the tension of life. That's
Okay,
it.
but for thousands of years, I mean thousands of years, people from the East have been using these practices and have described in their literature and everything great states
And
of
they
attainment.
thought it was spirituality.
Great states where they attained a oneness, a universality. They perceive things that the normal man running around
They
couldn't.
feel relaxed. They feel relaxation. That's it. They feel their internal psychology of an egoistic person in our world, and that's it. They don't feel spirituality, which is the other side of the world. It's an opposite world from our own. It's hidden from us. It's hidden because we can't sense it in our current egoistic nature. And if you diminish the ego, you're still in it. Instead of a big ego, you just have a small ego. That's it.
So
it's
by
not
going
spiritual.
inside, we cannot achieve what we're looking for. There's no spirituality deep down inside.
What spirituality is there in a person who just walks into himself? What can he attain there? There's nothing in there. There's no spirituality.
So then we're just cardboard cutouts. We don't have any basis, any foundation of like,
Nothing.
we're not plugged into universality at all.
No.
So
Exactly.
where do we start?
Now you got to the point of truth. That's what we need to talk about.